you eating nutrient-dense meals? Are you moving your body in a way that's supporting you and making you feel good? Are you over-exercising, under-exercising? Are you drinking too much? Are you not sleeping well? Are you stressed? And she was like, wait, I'm also filming for YouTube, and so I got the ambery vanilla. I don't know if I want to eat it or hi cuties, I just took the everything shower. That is, for me at least, when I exfoliate, I shave, wash my hair. I'm gonna do the K18 mask after I take it out of the towel. Did my whole skincare routine. I'm feeling good. And I wanted to say hello and welcome. Welcome to this video. I have some specific things I want to discuss in this video, but I also kind of wanted it to be as I'm getting ready and doing this my whole routine, just because I feel like it's a little bit more interesting. My grandparents have been over in this last week, and I think maybe you guys have noticed I've kind of stopped sharing a lot of my family in my vlogs, just for privacy reasons. I hope that you guys can understand that. I think as I'm getting older, I just really want to protect the intimacy of my life, but I also want to share so much with you guys. Like, I have so much I want to talk about. And actually, the topic of today's video is going to be kind of surrounding, it's based off of a conversation that I had yesterday with a friend of mine who's really struggling with her health, and we were discussing the perfect diet, the perfect exercise routine, and it just kind of hit me that I wanted to make a video about this because it just reminded me. There's so many things in my life, because my life has for the last 7 or 8 years revolved around health and wellness. There's so many things that come so naturally to me, like cooking healthy foods and exercising, and it's just something that my body is so used to. It's something that works so well with my routine, but it just reminded me that for so many people, it is so difficult. And I used to be that person. It's not like I woke up and was like, oh yeah, I love health and wellness and fitness and eating healthy and all that. No. I used to struggle so much. So I think I just needed this reminder. So anyway, but first and foremost, I need to blow dry my hair. I've been using the Dry Bar brush for as long as I can remember. I had this thing for forever. It works. It's not my favorite thing in the world, but it does the job. I'm getting ready for an audition callback, which is always exciting. Wait, I'm also filming for YouTube, and
hey guys!
Twins! How are you?
Yeah, so I finally got some clarity, so I feel fine, and I said true.
Yeah. Okay,
so
great.
She said
Okay.
that.
I think that's good.
I'm gonna ask. The guy is so nice. I'm gonna ask him like how long,
Yeah.
I don't know, like maybe we could have a couple days to think about it. Because if they're gonna see it on Monday, I don't know.
So I think this goes without saying, but just in case, because we are going to be talking about diet and exercise and health-related problems, like chronic issues, I just wanted to once again remind you guys, I am not a doctor. I am very passionate about the subject of health and wellness, as well as hormonal health and chronic disease. I am still planning on taking my integrated nutrition course. I just genuinely, with acting and with other things going on, I don't have the time for it right now, but anytime I have a free second, all I'm doing is listening to doctors. I'm listening to both Eastern, Western. I'm interested in all of it, so just wanted to throw it out there. final step of my getting ready. I want to thank Dossier for sponsoring this video, and I'm going to call myself out right now because in my last video with them, I was like, I'm not going to get their Amber Saffron perfume that's inspired by the Baccarat Rouge one. Here I am. I just got it. It's obviously popular for a reason. And if this is your first time hearing of Dossier, I'm so excited for you because not only do they make really high quality, luxury inspired perfumes, they also have other stuff too, which I'll show you guys in a second, that makes really great presents. And I feel like present season is upon us almost. So I'm going to show you two other things that I got, but first and foremost, I just want to bathe in this perfume. It smells so good. You literally can't tell the difference at all. And you can get about 5 bottles of these for the same price as the luxury brand. They have so many dupes on their website. If you have a scent from a luxury brand that you just are not in a position to afford right now, Dossier has your back. They're also sustainable. I'm such a fan of this brand. I would love to just continue working with them forever and ever. But like I said, since holiday season is upon us, they also make candles, which we know a good quality candle is such a great present. So I got the Ambery Vanilla. I don't know if I want to eat it or... Also, the inspiration for this candle is the YSL Black Opium perfume. If candles are not your thing, they also have diffusers, and I think that makes a great gift too. I got the Floral Marshmallow. This is the package that it comes in, and this one's inspired by Killian's Love Don't Be Shy perfume. I'll have all the 3 things linked in the description bar for you, and you can also use my code MarianaDvorska10 to get 10% off of anything with Dossier. My bathroom smells so good too with all these candles and diffusers and everything. It's like a spa in here. I'm gonna go ahead and make some breakfast, and we are gonna chat all things diet, all things exercise, and hormonal health. My outfit is my absolute favorite staple skirt from Madewell. I'm obsessed with this damn skirt, you guys. It goes with any outfit. It's lengthy. It has replaced pretty much all of my jeans because I think it's way more comfortable. And then this top is from a local boutique, so unfortunately I can't link the top. Oh, and the belt is from Cezanne. I think it's Cezanne, yes. To find some food. Oh. My grandparents, like I said, have been over, so they've been cooking up a storm in here, so I have a lot of meal prepped food. My grandma made this Ukrainian soup that's supposed to be just so good for you. I think it's made out of chicken bone broth, and there's lots of vegetables and turkey meatballs in there as well. So I'm going to warm some of that up for myself right now. And I also think I'm going to make a little avocado toast on the side as well. Alright, very simple lunch, but we have my soup, veggies, and like I said, turkey meatballs, and then avocado toast. So, as I was saying earlier in the video, I had a conversation with a friend yesterday, and she has been really struggling with her hormonal health, as well as dealing with other autoimmune stuff like arthritis and just feeling incredibly out of tune and inflamed. Like her body has just not been functioning the way that she's wanted it to. And she was saying how frustrating it was to just know that there's so much contradiction out there, so much information out there pertaining to whatever your diagnosis is, especially if it's a chronic diagnosis or, you know, a hormonal problem. Like for PCOS, you need to follow a different protocol, different diet, different exercise routine, different supplements, all that, than you would for something like Lyme disease or arthritis or whatever it is. And they have all this medication available, but sometimes the medication for one thing will kind of cause problems in another area of your life. And she was just saying how frustrating that was. And I ended up asking her, well, what about your 4 pillars? In the last 6 months, would you say your diet, your exercise routine, your sleep, and your stress have all been consistent, healthy, and managed, I guess? Like, would you say you're happy with kind of your day-to-day life? Are you eating nutrient dense meals? Are you moving your body in a way that's supporting you and making you feel good? Are you over exercising, under exercising? Are you drinking too much? Are you not sleeping well? Are you stressed? And she was like, no, I'm not really happy in any of those areas in my life. I don't think I've had any consistency. I don't really know how to cook healthy. I feel really overwhelmed by the idea of making myself 3 healthy meals a day and exercising, 3 to 4 times a week. I just don't know where to start. I'm gonna have to move you guys because this is juicy and I can't eat. 1 second. Let me find a better spot for this. Everything that she was saying just reminded me of when I first got diagnosed with PCOS, and I wanted so badly for someone to be like, this is the exact diet that you need to follow, and this is the exercise routine, and here's the supplements that you need to take, or here's some pill that's going to make it all better. But what I learned through my experience of healing PCOS without going on birth control and without taking a pill and really taking a step back was that all the doctors I went to had different ideas about what my diagnosis even was. They couldn't even agree on what the heck was happening in my body. And I want to be very clear. I'm not saying disregard your doctor's advice. That is not what I am saying here. But I think when it comes to chronic things, I think when it comes to things like inflammation and hormone health, so much of the way you heal your body in that aspect is going to go back to your 4 pillars and using intuition with those things. Because really what I'm trying to say and what I was trying to help her understand yesterday was that you can be going, for taking all the tests, trying to figure out what's wrong with you, and that's good. I think it's really good to be aware of what is actually happening in our bodies. But no matter what, but I think the unfortunate thing, and I saw it happen with myself, and I see this happening with a lot of women, is that we get really overwhelmed by all the information that's thrown at us. And you almost cannot go wrong by, excuse the background actor crow in this video, you can never go wrong by improving those 4 pillars. Like you can't hurt yourself by eating better. You can't hurt yourself by exercising in a way that feels good to you. You can't hurt yourself by improving your sleep or managing your stress better. So I hope nobody gets offended by this advice. And the advice that I gave her was, okay, if you're feeling overwhelmed, it seems like you're trying to find some answer, some specific diet, something to make it all better, when in reality you've been having trouble staying consistent in just simply treating your body really well. And maybe take a step back and focus on those 4 things for a while. Consistency is everything. And see how you feel. Because maybe some of your symptoms will improve. I mean, our body is constantly trying to heal, be in homeostasis, feel good, right? So supporting it by, again, making healthy meals, nutrient-dense things, having a diverse microbiome, supporting your body by taking long walks and doing things like yoga and, weightlifting, but being careful with how much you weightlift. She was explaining to me that her fitness routine is Orange Theory and F45 and berries, and it's like, okay, well, again, if you're struggling hormonally, that just sounds like so much stress. High intensity interval training or high intensity exercise as a whole just creates a lot of stress in your body, and maybe taking your foot off the gas a little bit in that way is actually going to benefit you more. It's like, that doesn't mean you have to stop exercising, of course, but moving in a gentler way for a little bit and slowing down, not cutting all of it out completely if that's what you enjoy doing, but slowing down in that way can help you. I mean, again, I'm not giving any crazy advice here. I'm just saying to zoom out a little bit, especially when you're out there trying to really figure it out and find what it is. Like, no matter what you're struggling with, it will most likely respond to just simply eating better, sleeping better, managing your stress better, and exercising better. Not giving any crazy advice out here. I just wanted to speak to the fact, because I get a lot of questions too, of like, what do you think is the best diet? What do you think is the best exercise routine? There's so many recipes online that are extremely long, and yes, you can make the food taste so good, but nobody has time for that. I don't have time for that. You guys watch my YouTube channel. I mean, that's why I want to share these what I eat in a days with you guys, so you can see that eating healthy, my meals, they take about, I don't know, less than 20 minutes to make, and 20 minutes is a lot. Most of the time, it's simple things. It's as simple as making a huge batch of rice, getting some frozen veggies, throwing them in the freezer, taking them out, throwing them into a pan with some salt, some pepper, some olive oil, a little bit of lemon for a few minutes. Kind of test it out. And the more you cook, the better you'll be at it, the more efficient you'll be at it, the more you'll develop a palate for what tastes good and also takes, not too much time. And then, getting a lean source of protein, whether that be fish or tempeh, or tofu or eggs or steak on the side, throw it on the pan with the same exact seasonings. I think we overcomplicate things. We make it seem impossible. We look for always wanting, if you're gonna eat healthy, then you have to make it super interesting because we're gonna get sick of it. No, I think part of that is also just having self-control and knowing that sometimes you eat food because it's simply good for you. It's good for you to have some side, some side of veggies or some salad or whatever. And they don't have to taste super great. You can still have your treats and you can still make it taste as good as you can with whatever's in front of you. I think I'm gonna start some sort of series of just genuinely recipes under 10 minutes. I just want to say, I know it's hard, but I think if you simplify it, if you just have your arsenal of seasonings, you have your arsenal of meal ideas that are quick and easy. It's as easy as having some greens on your plate, some sort of carb, which can be rice, sweet potato, bread, regular potato, pasta, lentil pasta, whatever. And then having some sort of protein. Combine, especially things like breakfast should never be hard, right? Avocado toast, yogurt, oatmeal, eggs. For the most part, those don't take too long. You can always meal prep, eggs, make hard-boiled eggs the night before. There's so many things that you can do to make it a little bit easier, and I want to help you guys do that. But I just wanted to make this video first to just kind of talk about how I understand how overwhelming it is, especially when you're dealing with your body just not feeling good. So maybe instead of zooming in and being like, I need to find the exact answers to why, especially if you've been doing that and it's not working. That's what I'm talking about. You've been trying, you're going to specialists, nobody can figure out what it is. Zoom out a little bit. Just support your body. Support your body through those 4 pillars for a while and see what that does for you and see how you feel. And I think, it doesn't mean it's going to fix everything, but for the most part, I think just having a better routine, having a consistent routine, it can help with a lot. And that's really what worked for me. I was like, I think I'm just going to really focus on loving my body and treating it gentler and still moving but not moving in the same way that I was, and prioritizing my sleep over partying and drinking and doing all those things. And it really worked. I'm gonna snack on this Go Raw Trek mix because I'm craving something sweet, and this has cranberries in it. So I'm gonna end off this video here, but I just want to end off by saying that I recognize that these things now are second nature to me. They feel so easy to me. They are priorities in my life and they matter to me. I don't have kids, which I know definitely take away from being able to prioritize this. These things were not natural to me. I loved eating unhealthy for the majority of my life. I loved not exercising. Well, actually I should say I hated exercising, despised it. And I was like, how do people do this? But I think once you make a shift, a mental shift to focusing on living a long, healthy life that you feel good throughout, because getting old, although is a great goal and making it to old age is awesome, but it's how you feel, especially how you feel through menopause and as you enter the later part of your life. You want to be agile, you want to be able to run with your grandkids and swim and do things that you love to do. So I think once you switch to that perspective and you start making time in your life for this, the best way that you can, there's everything at 80%. Everything is 80%, because otherwise it's just not sustainable. But I think once you make that shift, it becomes a little bit more intuitive, because your brain knows what to do. Your brain knows what healthy food looks like. Your brain knows how much you need to exercise. You know when you should be going to bed versus watching TV or going out so much and drinking, all that stuff, so trust yourself, make this important, start with small changes, just switching out an unhealthy dinner to a healthy one, spending a little bit more time in the kitchen, watching some meal prep videos and easy things, watching people that inspire you, that give you advice that's actually digestible. Those are all things that you can do to help yourself live a long, healthy, fulfilling life, and that is the goal. And aesthetics, cool, that comes with it. I think looking good is a part of feeling good too. Nothing's wrong with that. Especially if that helps you, stay consistent and make healthy meals and exercise and all that, that's fine. I think it's in us. But at the end of the day, the goal is, again, to just feel good throughout your life and have your body function at an optimal level. And you can do that when you prioritize this in your life and make room for it. Side note, I understand that eating healthy can also be really, really expensive. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a video on how to shop healthy on a budget. What would be the budget that you guys would want to see? Comment that below. And I'm also going to make a video on how to exercise while you're on a budget, because I think the fitness classes, the gym memberships, all that stuff can be so expensive. So if that's what you want to see, you let me know and I will make it happen. Thanks guys for watching. Thank you Dacier for working with me on today's video. I will see you in the next one. Bye.